tech bro shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, trying to find out, find out.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. In motion left goes Myers. Smith going to go to the air first play. And incomplete to open things up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A 3rd down gain of 19. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Thornton, the motion man right. On first down, it's Genty. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, here we go, hey. 3-9%.
Now Gino. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. Swap. Love a swap. Go south, south, south. 19 Texans.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Whipping on it like I'm picking the prize. I hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We kicking it right through the
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21.
It's a gain of 11. And the Las Vegas
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now 2nd and 3. Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing now is Geno. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, set.
Thornton, the motion man right. Throwing again is Smith. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Geno now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Smith. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Second and 10. And Stroud now to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 22 yards there, 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Over. 18. Okay.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Over. 18. What's that? Whoa. 19 Texans.
Play action. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Tony.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Diamonds on me.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Speed left, speed left. 118. What's that?
The throwing again is Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Increase here as he's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here we go.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. To throw is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
Now Smith. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Genty. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Smith now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
For the Raider field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Stroud looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Down the field, he's got Noel. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Oh, and swap. Level swap. Level. Watch out.
Stroud off the play fake. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
18.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All right. Tony. Robin. Red.
They run again on first down. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go. 18. Hey, uno. Motion.
Play action. Stroud now. That's to his tight end all. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, they're certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Oh, ready? 118. What's that? 19 seconds.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
18. What's that?
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will grab the lead here by 2, 13-11. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
18. What's that?
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Oh, 18. What's up? Hey, south. Check.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gino now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
All right. Tony.
They run it again with Chubb. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18. That's it. Hey, uno more.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Quick, right? 18. That's it.
Running left, it's Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing is Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the give, Genty. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Let me sit.
Once again, it's Genty. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Y'all can't talk about basic. You better know my mom also dangerous. Y'all talk that way. Don't contemplation. Got that touch my favorite. Give me that touch of my favorite.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Now a handoff to Genty. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now it's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Smith. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. On the give, Ginty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, set.
A run. It's Ginty. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to Genty on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
14-yard line.
Here's second down. Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Hey, we go. 390%. Tuesday. There we go, son.
Smith's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Raider field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
All right. 118. Where's the hot?
Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10. Stroud to throw it. Down the field, he's got Moe. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is first and 10.
On the quick, right? 118. What's up?
Here's Stroud. And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now 1st and goal.
Oh, right. 118. What's that? 2J. Hey, south.
They'll give it to Mixon.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
What's that? 118. What's that?
Another try for Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud back to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Raiders 21. The kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Smith going to move him around. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's first down. One last throw here for Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.